Screen time recap of Block City, the Orb of Dominance, keeping it fast-paced, fun, and packed with energy while encouraging likes and subscriptions. What happens when you mix an ancient orb, a vengeful piglin, and a garbage man with a dream? You get Block City, the Orb of Dominance, a chaotic, blocky roller coaster packed with portals, jetpacks, and mushroom birthday parties. Let's break it down. And hey, before we hit that first block, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Screen Time Recaps. Trust me, you're going to want in on this wild world. Our story starts underground, literally. A blocky hero named Steve sneaks into a mine and finds two powerful artifacts, the Orb of Dominance and the Earth Crystal. What does he do with them? Build a pixel-perfect paradise in the Overworld, of course. But like all chill times in Minecraft, something goes wrong. Steve stumbles into a portal to the Nether and is instantly snatched up by Malgosha, the sassy, salty leader of the Piglins. Why is she mad? She was clowned on at the Overworld talent show. Now, she wants revenge. Before she can make her move, Steve sends his loyal dog Dennis to hide the orb. Smart move. Fast forward today. Meet Garrett, the self-proclaimed garbage man who just won a contest and opened a game store. But oops, eviction notice. To save his store, he scavenges through junk and stumbles upon Steve's old house. What does he find? Oh, just the Orb of Dominance and the Earth Crystal. No big deal. Meanwhile, in Idaho, because of course the story moves to Idaho, siblings Henry and Natalie are grieving their parents and meeting a real estate agent obsessed with starting a petting zoo. Priorities, right? Things get even weirder. Henry's jetpack goes haywire at school and takes down a potato chip factory's mascot. Naturally, he pretends Garrett is his uncle to avoid getting in trouble. Classic kid logic. While hanging with Garrett, Henry accidentally reactivates the portal and boom, he and Garrett are sucked into the mines. Natalie and her friend Dawn follow them into the Overworld, which, BTW, is still awesome, but the Piglins get word. Malgosha's not playing anymore. She frees Steve from his nether prison and sends him to fetch the orb. At night, the new crew fights off monsters. Henry learns to build and even makes a fortress. Things are looking up until Garrett breaks the orb. Smooth move. Just as it all falls apart, Steve shows up like a pixelated Gandalf and tells him about the Woodland Mansion, the only place to restore the orb's power. Steve trains a crew in crafting in a nearby village, but a piglin attack scatters the gang. Steve, Henry, and Garrett narrowly dodge aghast, while Natalie and Dawn meet. Dennis the dog. Yes, Steve's dog is back and talking, and he's got a plan to reunite the squad. Piglins ain't done, though. They unleash the Great Hog, a hulking beast that chases the boys through minecarts. Luckily, a gang of creepers blows it to bits. Creepers for the win. At the mansion, Steve and Garrett wear mushroom hats and throw a birthday party to distract pillagers. Because logic. Henry grabs a new orb and an ender pearl. But Piglins strike again. They send a bigger, badder Great Hog, blow up the bridge, and Garrett sacrifices himself to save the crew. Except, plot twist, he survives. Classic Garrett. The team reunites in a mushroom house. But things are about to get way worse. Malgosha takes the Orb of Dominance, supercharges it, and declares all-out war on the Overworld. Our heroes gather allies, crafting weapons, armor, and calling in iron golems. What follows? An epic battle of swords, blasters, mobs, and mushroom madness. Steve fights off sneak attacks from Malgosha until finally, she's defeated for good. They return to the Earth portal, and Steve passes Dennis the dog to Dawn for safekeeping. And what happens after the dust settles? Dawn opens the world's best petting zoo. Dennis is head of security. Natalie teaches self-defense, probably to petting zoo animals too. Henry finishes his jetpack and flies through school, literally. Garrett and Steve drop a hit album and run the coolest game store around. And finally, Steve returns to his old home to collect a chest, only to find Alex, the current owner. Sequel setup? Oh, yeah. Block City. The Orb of Dominance is an over-the-top, chaotic, and surprisingly emotional journey about teamwork, revenge, and dogs with secret missions. Want to keep the adventure going? Smash that like button. Drop a comment with your favorite moment. and subscribe for more Pixel Pack chaos right here on Screen Time Recaps. See you in the next one. Let me know if you like a shorter version or captions for TikTok or YouTube Shorts.